Hello everyone, hope you all are doing good and taking good care of yourself. So today we are going to start with lesson number 3 of English 1, that is transformation of sentences. We have studied about 4 kinds of sentences in the previous lesson. Over here we'll be discussing about how to transform one kind of sentence into another kind of sentence without changing its meaning. So let us start. A sentence can be changed from one kind to another without changing its meaning. Let us study more about them. From exclamatory to declarative. An exclamatory sentence can be changed into a declarative sentence and vice versa. Means an exclamatory sentence can be easily changed into declarative and a declarative sentence could be changed into exclamatory as well. For example, what an amazing scenery. This sentence is ending with an exclamation mark. So, it is an exclamatory sentence. Now, let us just transform it into declarative. It is an amazing scenery. Always remember you have to end a declarative sentence with a full stop. Another example that you can see over here is how beautiful she is. So, over here what we are talking about? The speaker is talking about she. So, the subject is put in front. So, we are writing she is very beautiful. Just like the previous sentence it was, what an amazing scenery. Definitely it is. So, that it word will be coming in the first number before the verb. It is an amazing scenery. Is what? A helping verb. So, it is an amazing scenery. It becomes a declarative sentence, and over here she is very beautiful becomes a declarative sentence again. Now, suppose you are having example. What an intelligent boy Martin is. If I am telling you what an intelligent boy Martin is, so what will be its declarative sentence? It will be Martin is a very intelligent boy. Another example I am giving you. What a magnificent building the Taj Mahal is. This is an exclamatory sentence. Now let us just convert it into declarative sentence. So it will be the Taj Mahal is a magnificent building. So many such examples you can do by yourself as well. Now let us discuss about another type of sentence formation, that is from declarative to interrogative. Declarative sentence can be changed into interrogative sentences and vice versa. So, interrogative sentences are ending with a question mark. A declarative sentence can be changed into an interrogative sentence by putting the verb before the subject. Earlier, what was happening? The subject was being put before the verb. And over here, the verb is being put before the subject. So, she is very kind. She is very kind is a declarative sentence. So, what will be its interrogative form? Is she very kind? And we are ending with a question mark. I am in class 5. It's a declarative one. Am I in class 5? Is an interrogative. You can see is the helping verb in the first sentence. It's been used before she. She is the subject over here, and in the second sentence am is the helping verb and it's been placed before I, and I is the subject over here. I could give you a few more examples for the same. She cleaned up your room. She cleaned up your room. So what will be its interrogative? Did she clean up your room? Next one, this is Naresh's wallet. Over here, what is the verb? Is, and this is what? Subject. So, is this Naresh's wallet? And it's ending with a question mark. Now, when a declarative sentence has two verbs, it can be changed into an interrogative sentence by putting the subject between the two verbs. For example, she has finished her homework. She is what? Subject. Has and finished. These both are what? Verbs. Now, in order to convert this declarative sentence into interrogative, the answer will be, has she finished her homework? So the subject is in place between the two verbs. Similarly, in the second sentence, you are going to the fair. You is what? Subject, and are is what? Verb. Going is also a verb. So you will be placed between are and going. So the sentence becomes, are you going to the fair? I will meet you at the mall. So will and meet, these both are what? Verbs. So the subject will be placed again between these two verbs. It will be, will I meet you at the mall? This makes it as an interrogative sentence. Now let's proceed further. When a declarative sentence contains the adverb never, it becomes ever in the interrogative sentence. For example, I never asked you to do it. So what is over here? Never word is there, and in the interrogative it will be becoming, did I ever ask you to do it? Next one, and you can also see asked has become ask. When a declarative sentence contains the adverb no, it becomes any in the interrogative sentence. There is no fun in doing that. Is there any fun in doing that? Now, a declarative sentence can be changed into an interrogative sentence by adding a short question at the end. For example, she is beautiful, isn't she? So, a declarative sentence will be like, she is beautiful. Now, I have to convert it into interrogative, so I am just ending it with a question tag, that is, she is beautiful, isn't she? These short questions that we put at the end of sentences are called tag questions. Tag questions are made by using a helping verb and a subject pronoun. Usually, if the sentence is positive, the question tag is negative. So you have to remember this. Mostly, when the sentence is positive, the question tag is negative. Like you can see in the below examples, I am a student. Aren't I? Now, I am a student is a positive sentence. Negative tag will be aren't I? You are a student, aren't you? She is a student, isn't she? She was coming, wasn't she? He lives in Paris, doesn't he? They live in Paris, don't they? He was happy, wasn't he? They were happy, weren't they? He went to the party last night, didn't he? They were waiting for us, weren't they? They have been to Paris, haven't they? So these all are what? Positive sentences, and the tags are negative. He had gone home early, hadn't he? She will arrive early, won't she? He can help, can't he? He must come today, mustn't he? Now, another way. Now you can see another form. Usually, if the sentence is negative, then what's going to happen? Just its opposite. The question tag is positive. I am not a student, am I? You aren't a student, are you? She isn't a student, is she? She wasn't coming, was she? He doesn't live in Paris, does he? They don't live in Paris, do they? Always remember, when you are putting the question tags, before that you have to put a comma. They weren't happy, were they? He didn't go to the party last night, did he? They weren't waiting for us, were they? They haven't been to Paris, have they? He hadn't gone home early, had he? She won't arrive early, will she? So, you can see now in the following exercise, you have to complete the statements by adding suitable question tags. He can drive. So, it's a positive statement. So, the question tag will be negative. Can't he? Second one, you were late. Question tag again negative. Weren't you? He invited her. Didn't he? Fourth one, you will help us. Again question tag negative. Won't you? Fifth one, this won't work. Will this? So, I've discussed with you all first 5 parts of this A exercise. You have to do other parts of your own. If you have any doubts, you can ask through eCare portal as well. And I'll be giving you its answers at the end. After finishing of this lesson in the next video, I'll be sharing all the answers to you. Till then, try to do everything by yourself, all the remaining parts by yourself. So, let's meet you all in the next video. Thank you.